All right, we're live. Excellent connection. You're welcome. You're welcome, you guys.
And you should congratulate us. We got
Congratu.
more subscribers.
Ah, yes. I wasn't going to share that great news until the very end, but since you brought it up, you know, uh,
Well, can't help it
the
but to bring it up, man.
yeah, it's okay. It's all right.
It's
So,
good.
can you still hear me?
Who, me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Mute
yeah,
this,
I can.
mute the speaker. Yeah, I just muted something to prevent the double echo that I'm getting. I don't know if that's preventing you from listening to me, but I hope it's okay.
No, no,
All right,
I'm
great.
hearing you good.
Excellent. So yeah, big news today. It turns out since the last episode, we've gone up by 2 subscribers. So you guys know who you are. You know, these. Um, yeah, man, appreciate it. And we'll continue to deliver the great content that will cause more subscribers to join this mission because this is what it's ultimately
This
about.
community.
Yeah, it's the community, the sense of community, blah blah blah. All right. So where were we last time? Let's see. Let's
So
see.
the last time we managed to get the content displayed, we also managed to link the webhook to like finalize the whole thing, and we were able to see actual contents being generated. We decided to maybe enhance the output a little bit, like the quality of the generated content.
So the quality was rubbish. That's what you're saying.
Well, it wasn't that. It wasn't really rubbish, but maybe we could enhance it because we had like the thumbs up and thumbs down buttons. They were
Ah,
working
right,
great,
right, right.
so we were able to filter out the generated contents.
Yes. So there's 2 things we need to do. Take feedback into consideration when generating content, and then generate content for the new transcript, taking into consideration the prior
The recorded
transcripts
transcription. Yeah.
recorded. Okay. So first of all, I just noticed that we're using crappy recordings, right? The recordings that we have
Yes.
are complete rubbish, and this is just sample output garbage. The
Yes.
sample input that we're giving it is complete garbage. So maybe we should clean that up and then use the actual recordings that we did, like the proper recordings that we did the first time around.
I
So I
think we
think
still
that,
have those.
yeah, yeah, we still have those. We should be able to use those instead of the garbage. We can retrieve them from Vappy.
Hmm.
So that's what we'll do. And then at least we're feeding it useful info. And then we'll try to
That
tweak
way,
the prompts so that we
yeah,
get better output. Now, I
agreed.
think we would need, so instead of just starting a new call, which is the only way that we have to, trigger the um, webhook, maybe we should find a way to use an existing call and somehow import it and trigger the worker that generates the content. So let's see. So now, okay, so call. Let's just start by deleting all the calls. Um, Maybe we should just delete all the calls. Podzilla. Where is this hosted? Where's
What if
Podzilla?
we, what if we just modify the transcript, like we just import the transcript?
Yeah, but we still need to delete the rubbish, right? The old calls.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, of course. Because
Okay.
if point number two, which is consider other recordings, will be implemented it will consider the crappy calls.
Yeah. All right. And okay, so topics. I guess I'll just keep that topic, the one I'm actually interested in. And then session. I'm not even sure what session's about. Well, what is session? What on earth is session? Session management via NextAuth's built-in capabilities. Session
Hmm.
recording. Huh.
Probably cookie stuff or something.
No, I think it's unused. Session. What is this? User ID, session token expires. Hmm. Yeah, it's like a login thing, maybe. I don't know. All right, so cleared everything. All right, let's refresh. See what's going on. Okay, cool. So no recent calls, nothing going on. Um, no content. So now we need to find a way. So let's open up the VAPI dashboard and then figure out a way to import the calls that we had, like the actual serious calls. Oh, it doesn't automatically log in. Hmm. I was waiting for it to log in. Distance. Where do we find calls? So observe call logs. I think basically the way we trigger the webhook, so we have a webhook. That's how it knows that a call was completed. Um, so we need to trigger the webhook somehow for this end of call report so that we can, maybe we can just write a script that
Yeah.
does
That it's a,
all that stuff.
it could be a separate thing, like yeah, its own separate like a script, like a worker.
Write a script that takes a VAPI call ID, retrieves all of the necessary data from the VAPI API, and then implements the same code that we run inside the VAPI webhook for
Maybe
the call end of call report.
maybe you should also tell it not to mess with the existing code.
Yeah, yeah, it knows that. It's pretty smart. You're gonna see. Uh, all right, so maybe we should feed it VAPI docs. Docs VAPI. I mean, it's probably gonna need it. This one's pretty long, the API. Okay, I'll just put that there. And do we have, oh, don't open the environment variables on a live stream. Do we have the VAPI API key? Yes, we do. Okay, cool. All right. Do you think it's gonna manage? Do you think it's gonna be able to make this work?
Well, I think we could have done it like at least probably smaller bits. Maybe you
Smaller
could
bits.
import it. Yeah,
Ah. The user wants me to write a script that takes the VAPI call ID, retrieves data from the VAPI API, implements the same code that runs inside the VAPI webhook for end of call report. Okay, yeah. Okay. Examine the webhook route. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Let me view the VAPI documentation. All right. Check webhook implementation. Uh, where is it? This? Why doesn't it open the file? Oh, it's already open. Okay, yeah. Check transcript processing job implementation to understand full webhook flow. Okay. Search more broadly for workers directory. Let me look at workers directory. Okay. Check in workers. Let's do it. So far, so good. I mean, it's doing everything that it needs to do. Check the queues to understand how job processing works. Yeah, sounds fair. I mean, you can set up your own process transcript job if you want. Like, you don't necessarily have to implement all the worker stuff inside the script, but if you want to do that, that's fine too.
I don't think it's necessary, is it? Because like this is just like a backdoor that allows us to import existing recordings. Like it's not part of
Yeah, but you also want to trigger the content generation.
webhook.
We're gonna have
Yeah,
to do that
yeah,
multiple
yeah.
times when we're testing, so it would be helpful if it does the content generation as well, all in the same script.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro, it's examining the whole freaking code base. I mean, yeah, you should probably check that. Let me summarize what I've learned. When a call ends, verifies the happy signature, finds internal call updates. Okay, transcript. To create the script, I need to implement a function to fetch data. Same processing logic, command line arguments accept the happy call ID. Okay, update your database, run content generation. Beautiful. This is exactly, bro, it's thinking exactly like a human would. A smart human at that. It's not even like a stupid human. Like a smart human. This is beautiful. Let's see. I don't want to get too excited. All right. I mean, that's happened many times before. I don't want to get too excited, but this looks hopeful. I should explain how to use it. Any dependencies. Okay. NPM install done. You don't need that. Like we already used TSX. Bro, just use TSX. C package, JSON. What are you talking about? There's no authentication. Okay. CSX process. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So I trigger it that way. It's using .env. So you would have to do npii dot env. Okay, no problem. No problem. We can do that. Oh, it's the same crap. So legacy here deps. It'd be great if we analyze how much time we're spending on the different things just to see where we get stuck and how we can kind of move quicker next time. Right? I think that would be a smart thing to do. Generate content.
Well, I
Oh,
think it's I think the parts where we have to deal with the API, like VAPI, is what's taking most of the time, to be honest. Like everything else is straightforward.
yeah. It can get pretty time consuming, you're right. Okay. All right. So let's run the script. Let's see if it works. So npx tsx scripts process, and then we pass in a call ID. So let's get the call ID. Which one was it? All right, so we're looking for
The lengthy
calls.
ones.
All right, so if it's greater than $1, let's say the actual calls, right? Okay, so that was mine, $1. So that was 15 minutes, and
No, there was the one
there's
that's half an
yeah,
hour.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's make it 50 cents. All right, so max duration. So the first one I did, hit max duration, and I fixed it, and then triggered another one. So I'll try this one. So don't I need to provide it with the topic? I just realized we need to provide it with the topic ID, right?
Let's see what the script does.
Yeah,
What's the logic?
and first by VAPI call ID. Oh, so if not call, it says no existing call found. Create a new call, status processing. Oh, but don't you need to? Specify. So when you create a call, you need to provide a topic. Bro, when you create a call, you need to provide a topic as well. So update the script to accept a topic ID as well.
And the user ID would be yours.
Um, that's another thing that we need to consider. So
Maybe it should take in um, two inputs like the call ID and the user ID.
also include any other information that you require in order to create the call. So for example, like a user ID. I mean, it should have thought about this, right? I'm surprised that I have to tell it this. I mean, this is pretty basic. We're talking about a smart guy. He should have figured this out. Need to check Prisma's. Yeah, you should probably have done that the first time though. Topic ID optional, but related to topic. Required field. This seems to be string. Okay. Topic and user ID as required parameters to properly create a call record. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Cool, cool, cool. All right. I'm pumped. I'm pumped about this. Let's see. So we're gonna have. So it's basically gonna be like two calls, and it's gonna generate the content. I don't know when we generate content, do we associate it with a call or is it just generated for a topic? That would be an interesting question. Uh, I'm almost certain it doesn't. So if you look at content, it's associated with a call. Oh, excellent. That's good. That's good to know. So we do associate it with a call. That's great. All right, so now we can run the script again. So let's go to Warp. We're gonna do this and pass in the VAPI call ID as well as the user ID, topic ID, and topic. What do you need the topic name for? Bro, that's if it creates it? Does it create a topic if it doesn't exist?
But you're supplying the ID.
Huh, topic name. Hmm,
I think this would like,
that's redundant. Like why are we
yeah,
storing topic name under call? Like, why not? Oh, topic. I see topic here. Yeah. I don't know why
so
it's storing topic. Like that's redundant. But whatever. Okay. Whatever. So as long as it's not doing actual lookups based on that, that's okay. So user ID, let's see. All right, I'll take the user ID. Topic ID. Let's see. All right, just one topic. And then oops. And then
topic
topic
name.
name. So I guess we can just give it kind of a random. This is the first one. So let me call it background on last name. Here goes nothing. Bro, first shot. Creating a new record. Let's see. Let's see. Is it going to show up? There it is.
Mm,
Whoa, we got the transcript to. What else
let's
you
see the
got?
contents.
Processing completed. Content. Bro, we got some
No,
content as
all right.
well. Oh,
Let's
that's
see it in the
beautiful.
UI, man.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Why are we wasting our time looking at the database? I guess I was just kind of hesitant because, there's no way it's going to work, right?
Let's check
Oh,
the
very
quality.
nice. Very nice. So that was 9 minutes, 38 seconds. Huh. I thought it was 10
Check
minutes.
out the title, check out the title.
Where?
on the recording.
Background on halal investing? What are you talking about? Yeah, I put the title.
Yeah, I know. Like the prior recordings didn't have a title.
No, I think they just had the topic as the title.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's what the title was about.
Yeah, 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 I know. It's saved
Mm.
for every call. So you can specify a title for the call. I'll import the second one.
No, when you do a recording, you don't specify the top like the recording's title. When you start a new recording,
Yeah,
uh,
I'm not sure
it
what you're talking
just
about, man. Like, why is that so surprising?
I don't know. I didn't understand. Like when you start a new call, after the call, the topic gets assigned to the call.
Yeah, it becomes the call title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, basically, I guess what we could do is the same thing ChatGPT does. So with ChatGPT, like you you just uh like like here you just it automatically generates the titles based on whatever your prompt is.
yeah.
Yeah, we could do something similar.
I mean, it's better to have a title for the recording instead of the category. It just feels nice.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We could have it automatically generate those. Cool. Another call. Maybe generate more
Wait,
content.
just to be clear, like there's something confusing here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay, it's not confusing, but I feel like it's the workflow is good. So you input the recording, you're specifying the title and so on and so that, and then it generates the contents based on that, and then you can review the posts. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. We're not there yet. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me just review. So currently we're reviewing content for stuff that is
Already recorded
yeah, so
existing stuff.
the two recordings are independent. It's not really like when we did the second set, it didn't really take into consideration anything from the first one. They're both completely independent. Um, we'll compare the quality of this output to the quality of the output after we modify the prompt to see if it's better. Controversial
Yeah.
take. Islamic finance
And
industry is
here's
exploiting Muslims charging a halal premium. I'm tired of
here's
paying.
my question: like, how many content this has you currently have?
How many?
How many posts? Yeah.
Uh, 37.
Okay. So for every call, it generates its own content.
It was 17 and then 37, so it
Yeah.
did 17 the first one and then 20 for the second.
Yeah. For each
It's looking
recording,
like
there
it's
are
just generating 10 LinkedIn posts and then 10
10
tweets.
tweets.
But for the first one, it did 8 tweets and 8 LinkedIn posts. So maybe it does it based on like whether it thinks there's, enough,
Content
yeah, enough content
information.
for it
Yeah.
to generate more. We don't specify how many to generate, so I guess it's just using its own volition there.
Yeah.
Cool. This looks all right. Every investment is a vote for the future. There's I was just looking at the UX and I'm thinking, man, like wouldn't it be nice if it just slid into place? And then there's React animation library. There's this guy, Canadian guy, list. What's his name? Josh. Josh Komwa. 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 The flip technique for list animate. Yep, that's the one. But I wouldn't trust any of the code, and I'd suggest using Framer Motion. All right, so I'll just do that real quick because I kind of feel like that would be a quick win for us. Is okay. This is kind of different from this, so I'll just create a new one. Bro, it'd be amazing if after you upvote or downvote a post, it disappears and then the rest of the list animates into place. You can use Framer Motion for this. Frame or motion? Frame or motion. Okay, I understand. What is this? Include summary of other lines. What? Hmm. Oof, 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 oof. I mean, some of this stuff I would actually use. Wait, where's the rest of it? Here's why it matters for all investors, not just Muslims. Okay. Here's how, and then it never finishes. Huh. Here's how we're fixing it. I mean, starting some good posts, but then it just gives up. Like, what is that about? Okay, I'm not gonna upvote or downvote until we have that done so that I can feel the feedback. So it feels like, okay, this is beautiful. Like I actually enjoy the process of voting on content because it slides into place.
And
I-
is it like using is it using motion library or something else?
yeah, Framer motion.
Ah, and Framer
Yeah.
motion is implementation of Framer, yeah? Or it's completely different?
Yeah, it's made by Framer.
Okay.
Framer. Framer, the landing page website, Framer Motion. Oh, they renamed it to Motion.dev, but it's actually Framer Motion. Is it installing Framer? Yeah, it's installing Framer
Mhm.
Motion, not Motion?
Like, okay. I
Uh,
mean, the installation is different. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, that's a good point. It's supposed to be the same library. I'm not sure why.
There is Framer Notion though, like,
Oh, sweet. That's beautiful. That's quite lovely.
I think, yeah, you can still do it with Framer Motion.
Oh, why is it running? Oh, okay. Port in use. Bro, just stop. You're doing way more than I asked for.
Ahead of
All right,
yourself.
let's just see if it does what it needs to. Are you accidentally funding genocide through your? I was shocked to discover how many ethical funds contain companies with ties. We need more transparency. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Did you see that?
This is way better.
If I don't build this, I'm part of the problem. Muslims shouldn't have to choose between. Here's how we're fixing it. Yeah, but where's the rest of it? Like, okay, I guess we should prompt it somehow better so that it. So that's one piece of feedback, right? Um, include full length post, not just here's how we're doing it. And then, okay. Frustrated trying, you're not alone. That's why I built one-click ethical investing without the, yeah, third piece. Yeah. Very nice. It was brave enough to start. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, but you also need to mention like why invest in that company specifically. So it's not just their ethical stance, but also the fact that they're a great company overall, which is non-violent.
Do we allow editing to posts? But it's like I'm thinking if we allow it, it's more like we're doing more development that we should just ship
UI?
like allowing users to edit posts is a good addition, but I feel like it's more of more on dev than shipping fast.
More on dev than shipping fast?
Yeah, it's like we're spending more time trying to enhance the development of the product than shipping
Uh,
it faster. Like if we allow edits to posts,
yeah.
it will be a great addition. But I don't know. Do you think that would be valuable for the first version?
No, I don't think we need to add editing posts, but
Yeah.
the point of this is we just want to compare quality of output. Um, these seem shallow. Like these are just really short. Um, it's like you're giving a speech, to people. Oh, the biggest risk isn't investing. It's not investing at all. Don't let fear of the market. Okay, I mean, yeah, but it just feels speechy, you know?
What do you mean speechy?
Like you're giving a speech. You're telling the student, "Oh, this is how you should be doing." It's preachy. That one's pretty good actually. Yeah, okay. Okay, but explain, you know? Like this is missing the explain part. Yeah, okay. No, automation. Okay, no, I don't like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, I mean these are decent. Like,
The
yeah,
Twitter quality, I mean, for Twitter, it's better than LinkedIn.
yeah, maybe because of the cringe thing. Like LinkedIn is more cringe.
More formal.
Okay, boycotts work next. All right. I mean, the LinkedIn stuff is basically just the Twitter stuff. It doesn't feel like it's any different. I don't know why. And it's not, the posts aren't really longer. They don't seem customized for LinkedIn. I
Mm.
don't know what the point of the LinkedIn thing is. Uh, yeah, this anyway. I don't know if it would make sense to do it this way. Like maybe we can compare outputs. Um, So we should generate a fewer number of tweets and then maybe do like a blind test, So you pick which one you prefer, and then later on we see the score for each prompt. Hmm, it's actually a good idea for testing. Like this, then we're coming back to this question of like we don't know how much of this is personal preference versus stuff that we can generalize to all users. I have a personal preference for what I consider a good tweet or a good LinkedIn post. That might not be shared with other people. So I don't want to get too prescriptive about how the content is generated and how it looks. I
Yeah,
think we
to
we just
just
need to capture the core insights and then be flexible on how we shape the output.
like, what's the point of you posting any content to LinkedIn? Like, what's your goal?
Getting engagement, I guess.
Engagement for your personal profile, or is it a company?
See what you're saying. I see implicit assumption is that auto marketer, so we're talking about like you being um,
Like, it depends on what the conversation is about. Yeah.
extract your expertise and transform it into polished social media content. No more writer's block, just authentic content that resonates. So it basically makes you puts you as an expert.
Yeah. Basically, you either market yourself or you market your business. Either case, you want to reflect your professionalism.
Yeah, if
Like,
you're marketing your business, so you need to talk about like the
how professional, basically, the type of content is that usually your audience are those basically LinkedIn users or those that are considered to be formal. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, so the content I feel like has to be professional and not confusing, but kind of complex, maybe.
Hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying. This reminds me. So I took this course. Let me just close this. So I took this course called Cut 30, which is like it teaches you how to make short videos. And one of the things that they talked about was um, tracks. So they have this concept of tracks, and tracks are basically playbooks. So what sort of goal you're trying to accomplish uh, depends on, your preference. So you can either be an expert, so you're a creator making content about a topic and things that you care about, or a builder, so a person building a business and sharing along the way from their perspective. So this is more like raw content behind the scenes, that sort of stuff. And then there's brand, which is, just you're promoting your brand or product without building in public as a focus. Which would be more of the builder track.
Mm,
So this kind of sounds like the same thing. Like we're basically asking, all right, what is the person trying to accomplish? Are they trying to just push content like about their thing? Are they trying to like share the journey? So just sort of raw, authentic, behind the scenes stuff, or are they trying to show themselves as like a super expert? Okay, I know a lot
yeah.
about this topic, and this is what I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to, discuss different aspects of this topic, and yeah, it's just something that I know deeply. I assumed that we were doing this, but I guess it's also possible that you could be, doing this as well.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's probably more like Builder could be more for Twitter. and expert could be more for LinkedIn. Though I know like both could work for both cases. Like down the line, we could introduce these tracks.
And maybe
Um,
it's even topic specific, right? Like
yeah,
for some topics you're
you're a
an
builder,
expert.
some topics, you're an expert. Yeah, but like it could be done down the line, where you could like you could imagine like you're starting a call and then um, it would um, ask you questions based on the track you pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
for now, like we could,
I
yeah,
mean, we can either make a conscious decision that, okay, we're just going to focus
exactly.
on this specific thing,
We have
or
to,
we
yeah,
provide the option and then maybe customize the platform somehow so that the prompts are, specific to like your goal or your intention. Yeah,
I
it
think
does feel like we need to add that down the road, but I don't think we need it
exactly.
now.
Yeah, I agree. Like for now, we just have to make a conscious decision that expert is for LinkedIn and builder for builder and the other one for Twitter. So that way we could cater the prompt to serve the specific track that we think. Because what I think about is like if you're in LinkedIn, the default thinking approach would be you're trying to attract businesses or you're trying to attract professionals to know more about you.
Yeah.
Um, Twitter is for the public, like it could be anyone, like normal person, professional, anyone could be. Like LinkedIn, it's all about professionalism. It's like
Yeah, that's why like my initial impression was, okay, maybe we should focus on one platform instead of doing multiple. Even though
hmm
theoretically you could generate like for articles, blogs, LinkedIn, and Twitter. I think picking one means, yeah, for LinkedIn, it probably makes sense to just pick expert. Like, okay, this person is an expert on X topic, and that's what he wants to talk about. So all the content that you're generating has this goal baked in. Whereas Twitter, it could be different. Like Twitter could be like sharing behind the scenes stuff. Um,
yeah,
yeah. So so in this instance, it would actually be easier if we pick a single platform and then just focus on that. It would also make it
no, I
easier in
think
terms of iteration.
I think for Twitter, I think the content generated is pretty good. Like I don't think we can, like I don't think we should mess with it more for Twitter.
Yeah.
So it's good. I think it's pretty okay.
Yeah, I like it. Like the stuff I approved, I would definitely post. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind posting all this stuff actually. Um
So now I think we can just like tweak the prompt a little bit for LinkedIn to make it more, I don't know, a little
My
bit.
intention was LinkedIn, actually. Like my
Yeah,
thinking
okay.
coming in was, okay, I want to do more posting on LinkedIn mainly. I mean,
Yeah.
Twitter, I don't mind sort of off the cuff, like just post stuff and don't overthink it. For LinkedIn, I kind of feel like, okay, I want to think about it a little bit, maybe have something of substance to share, not just shallow, oh, do this or that, or here's what I noticed. I kind of feel like LinkedIn posts need a bit more oomph,
Yeah.
like for yeah, like so the posts that have done well for me are those where like I'm talking about a project that I finished or sharing a demo, um, or talking about, so this is like a typical expert post. Um, so it's talking about like buying gold, and then it talks about physically backed gold ETFs, which most people probably have no idea what they are. Um, and yeah, that's a topic that I know pretty well, and I'm just kind of sharing my experience. So I kind of feel like these sort of posts would be awesome. Like
Effective.
this, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this would be amazing. I don't have that many of them. I probably have this too. This is more of a story. I don't see this kind of maybe this would. be something that it could generate, but yeah, I don't know that it's I would want like a few more bangers like this one. So the project stuff, maybe it's probably going to be more difficult because obviously you need to, be doing
Yeah.
things. You need to actually finish the project, and then maybe you can have a
We need
quick
to make
chat,
stuff.
and then it makes the post. Okay, like you could do that. Um, but the like this stuff, it should be pretty easy to come up with, and maybe should come in the course of a discussion, and then maybe it would need to add more information just based off like an internet search or something. The last time we talked, um, OpenAI hadn't released their agents, OpenAI API responses, I think. API reference. They updated their API to focus to allow you to use search. So you can actually use the same search that you get from ChatGPT inside API calls. They call it the Responses API, and it supports tools including search, so web search
Oh,
now available. Um, so
through
this
the
is
API.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. We can use web search through the API. So you can imagine, like, okay, you tell it, I want to create a post, um, and I need you to fill in the blanks. Like, okay, what are the existing options? What is the current price of gold? These things it can pull from search and then create a post like this, where the only sort of unique insight is, oh, there's a fund that you can use to buy gold, and it's cheaper than everything else. And then everything else inside the post, it pulls from search. That'd be nuts. So to make it sort of compelling and make it a great post, you're gonna need more information than just, oh, buy GLDM. But where do you get that
Yeah,
information
of
from?
course.
It's not all gonna come from the podcast, from the discussion, but if you had like a smart uh, if you had a smart prompt, you could piece together the information that you would need in order to make a compelling post.
Mm.
So it's not just reshaping the stuff you already said, it's adding to it.
It's like blowing the content to mm, maybe so basically blowing the content generated to, so I feel like the LinkedIn post shouldn't be just like two liners. It has to be
Yeah,
like a
no, it's
yeah, it
definitely wrong.
has
There's no way LinkedIn, yeah, and LinkedIn needs to be more detailed. Probably broken up across a bunch of lines. Like I've seen this sort of format work really well. Maybe even add an image. Like we could do image generation later. There's so many things that we could do, but yeah, I just feel like, if I had to pick like one format for output, this is exactly what I would want. Something like this,
mm,
or the project post. But the project post is probably different.
who knows, maybe in the future we could the tool could generate sample could generate projects for you. Never know.
Yeah. Um, I wonder if I feed it. Okay. Let's just think about this a little bit.
Straight chat. Yeah. I think this would be like if we could crack this one out, it would be a great value to
Yeah.
the end user.
I'm trying to create more
Like what if
content like the sample below. Can you please provide me with a prompt that I can provide to an LLM with minimal information? Say just the unique insight that GLDM is the most cost-effective way to get exposure to gold, and then generate the rest of the post using tools like web search. No, the using tools, I don't know if it's going to make sense. Sample post. Nice when you paste it. Okay. I don't know. Like, all right, let's see. Why is it generating the posts? No, that's not the same. Generate an informative yet conversational to get exposure to gold, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
So it specified the gold in the
Find gold?
like in the prompt. It's very specific to gold.
Oh, yeah. But I told it, so I told it that I would provide you with an insight that GLDM is the most effective uh, way to get exposure to gold. Maybe that's what the workflow needs to look like is so you would, huh, this is gonna get complicated. It's kind of starting to feel like, okay, so maybe there's a pipeline. It's not just a straight prompt. Oh, here's the transcript, give me the outputs. Maybe we need to break it down into steps. Like, okay, here's the transcript, extract insights. And then, okay, how can you combine some of these insights together to create a compelling post? And then, you would have like a bunch of posts based on how many combinations you can make. And then you take those combinations of insights and then you say, how can you make the most compelling post out of these? And search information online that might be relevant. And then you combine the insights with the information that you get online to finally create a post. And
Form
then maybe
post.
you have like an editor at the end that reviews the posts and then sees if it's like overly cringy or whatever, and then sends it back. And then it just keeps repeating until it clears the quality bar that you want. And then it gets added to a queue. So it's a whole workflow. It's a whole process. It's not just, oh, just one shot prompt. Oh, here's the transcript. Just extract insights. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Like a funnel, and then it would just figure its way out through until you. Plus, it's like you want to cater um, the best informative posts to the end user based on the conversation that's taking place.
Yeah. For
So,
LinkedIn, I feel like that
of
would be the
course,
way to
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Because you're trying to
like,
get like deeper posts. You're not just trying to,
like, yeah. For Twitter, like, I feel like we're done with Twitter. Like, it's doing a good job for now, at least for this iteration.
yeah.
Um, Now for LinkedIn, maybe we could create, yeah, maybe
Maybe just
like we
launch with
could.
Twitter then. We could just launch it with Twitter and then do the LinkedIn stuff later.
Well, I feel like LinkedIn also is a good addition for the first iteration simply because um, it will make the value shine more, like the value of this product,
Yeah, and the
basically.
guys on LinkedIn would probably be more willing to pay.
Yes, like the Twitter version could be, well, we can't say it's for free, but like you could. No, I feel like LinkedIn could really make a dent What if we create like a short version of the funnel, and then we could enhance it down the road?
Uh, just like search online and then draft post, review, edit the post. Yeah. This kind of sounds like just describing all of his stuff sounds exactly like Crew AI. Um, so Crew AI is where like you set up a crew of AI agents that you define, and then they work together to create some sort of output that you want. And like just describing the workflow, it sounds like something a Crew AI would be, especially for, cases where you need to go back and forth. Or maybe you can do this with NAN, actually. Probably do this with NAN. You could do it with a new agent API from OpenAI. They defined agents where you can create, um, so you can give them tools and then yeah, so it's basically this. Like you can have different agents and then they interact with each other and you have back and forth uh, collaboration between the different agents that you define. Uh, this man, like, I'm just trying to figure out like if this would actually work. Maybe the quickest way to test this would just be to do it in NAN and see what the output is. I mean, I'm philosophizing a lot about, oh, this would be amazing, wouldn't it? But would it? Like, is it actually useful to search online for facts and then use it to improve the post? Is it actually going to make much of a difference if you then take it and feed it into this draft post? Is it? Who knows,
Well,
right?
we just have to test it, I guess.
Should we test it now? Or should we just table LinkedIn?
No, I
Uh,
think we should. I feel because I feel like we are onto something here. Like I feel like we have a good product. Like we're actually making something useful to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Like we already have the back end able to like we already have a call. And if we just generate Twitter, I feel like it's we are undervaluing uh, the content that we have. Given you start a conversation, you create a conversation, you can do so much with a conversation. So if we just output Twitter, I feel like it's undervaluing the conversation you've made. If it's only Twitter, I mean. But if you also make content like LinkedIn posts, I feel like I'm basically just trying to think about the value we're bringing forth.
mm.
Like if it's just Twitter, we could have shipped a long time ago.
Oh, it's better today than tomorrow, right?
Yeah. No,
Can't
but
do
I feel
anything
like
about the past.
LinkedIn. No, of course we can't. But I'm thinking like LinkedIn is a good addition. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about.
Well, I
Like this is my
I don't
take.
disagree that LinkedIn is a good addition. My question is like whether we should spend the time to figure that out or if we should just ship what we already have. Um, like
Nice.
maybe we post the Twitter thing and no one gives a crap. Or I guess it's going to be highly dependent on whether the output is actually pretty good or not. But I kind of feel like
Mm,
for Twitter, it's probably good enough. Like I look at
it
this stuff.
is.
I've actually posted a bunch of this stuff, and I wouldn't mind posting the stuff that we already have. So I don't feel bad about like the what we already have for Twitter. So if it's decent, then maybe we should just post it and then post a demo video. Maybe learn, like get some feedback, maybe even get users that pay for the thing. Who knows? And then use that to improve how we end up doing LinkedIn. And so it's not to say that we're not going to do LinkedIn. We're just saying, all right, like let's just ship
Now.
the thing that
Yeah.
already works pretty well, and then the rest of the stuff. the LinkedIn stuff we can do next, because it's a little bit more complicated, probably needs a workflow. I'm sure we can do it right, like we can do it properly, but it's going to take a lot of iteration, and it's not going to be, just porting over the Twitter prompt and search and replace with LinkedIn, right?
Mm.
I would not post any of this crap on LinkedIn, actually. Like, I would just, I mean, okay, yeah, it's decent, but I don't think anyone's gonna, I don't think that's gonna get us very far. Needs a bit of work. And even the editing stuff, like that would actually be super awesome, is like being able to edit for stuff. But again, like you got to ship before you feel ready, and I kind of feel like this is already pretty good for Twitter. So maybe we should just
All
ship,
right.
like go through one iteration, give people a chance to pay for the thing, and then figure out like how we can do the LinkedIn stuff. I want to mess with the LinkedIn anyway. Like I would probably just create an N8N workflow just for LinkedIn to see if this could actually work or not. Uh, because yeah, I do want to post to LinkedIn more. Man, it would be so cool. Like hooking this up, like just bridging that feedback cycle. And then
Yeah, I'm back
the
to.
the promise of saying, all right, it will automatically post, and then based on engagement, it will adjust how it generates future feedback. Man, like, wow, that could be massive. I don't even know who's doing this. Like, this seems like such an obvious idea. I don't know why people aren't doing this. And maybe we could allude to this in the demo video that we push out for Twitter. It's like, okay, based on like people engage with the tweets that you post, we'll tweak stuff. Yeah, that could be
Mm.
crazy, man.
Okay, here's another thought. Like, if we ship this one, as
Hmm.
because the calls are not cheap, they're expensive. Um, so to justify what the user is paying for, is
Hmm.
Twitter enough? Do you feel like it's enough?
I mean, look, what are you comparing it to, right? Like we have Buffer that just does hosting to social media networks. Oh, okay. So it's 5 a month? I thought it was more. Okay, so it's 5 a month. Um, so we do more than that. And probably the closest one is maybe something like Tweet Hunter. Let's see. Go over on Twitter.
So these are dedicated to Twitter, like this one, to Tanta.
Yeah, these guys also made Taplio for LinkedIn. They're the same guys. They're actually using the same. You'll see the UI looks very similar. I think they're using the same, like it's just a fork of the
Designer.
same repo.
Mm-hmm.
But it does make sense to target because they target different audiences. I think it does make sense to have two different products. Um,
Mm.
100% of your post trained on 500 million posts.
Well, ours is trained on your posts. No, your ideas. So it's custom to you. Like imagine a professional writer customizing posts based on your brain's activities. Oh my God.
That's too futuristic. I mean, it's gonna be hard to
No,
convince
yeah.
anyone that this isn't a load of BS. Yeah. Um, so pricing. Let's see. Pricing. I think it's like 25, 30 a month. Oh, 36 a month. Okay, so
Whoa.
daily AI written tweets, rewrite tweets, finish writing a tweet, thread ideas and hooks, unlimited use. Okay, Twitter CRM. 36 a month. That's yearly. 50 a month if you do it monthly. Whoa, it's more for LinkedIn. Of course, like people would be willing to pay more. I think it's possible. This is proof that there's actually an opportunity here. Bro, they haven't even updated their footer. They're too busy making money. And then they
Yeah,
target
maybe.
ghostwriting. See how to become a Twitter ghostwriter. So basically, I guess they would, yeah, okay. How much is my Twitter worth? Huh, okay. Mm. So I think I think if it's focused on Twitter, then we would have to, but it's called Podzilla, man. It's too generic. Like it doesn't talk just about Twitter. Maybe you need a Twitter only tool. Okay. Clearly, like we're overthinking a lot of this. Maybe we just need
Yes,
to
yes.
ship. Okay? We need
You
to ship
just need the
and
ship.
stop operating in a bloody vacuum.
Yeah,
You're
man, we
gonna have
should just
ideas.
ship,
I'm
man.
gonna have ideas. We're gonna discuss
Let's stop
ideas.
the idea. Let's stop brainstorming, man. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay,
So
but there's something we need to fix though.
what?
Like the general. Can you open Taplio or whatever called Twitter Hunter?
You're
Just to
gonna
get a
tell me about the
feel.
colors, aren't you?
Yes, yes.
Oh my God, man. Okay, we're gonna get to the colors, man. We're gonna
Let's
get to the
get there,
colors.
man.
Okay, all
Let's
right.
get there and ship it out.
All right. Okay.
What if we just fade we just add like the traditional marketing stuff like LinkedIn is coming soon. We just like slap it with a coming soon badge and
Yeah.
pin it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, we
Yeah,
could definitely do that. So for now, we'll just
yeah.
drop all LinkedIn stuff. Um, let's see. Let's see.
Should
So,
we drop them or just hide them?
alhamdulillah. Woo!
Alhamdulillah.
Deep
Well,
outside. Oh, apologies, dear viewers. Oh dear, well, my manners. I apologize.
yeah. Let's hope our viewers weren't distracted. Go for it, man. Let's do this.
All right. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So, so get checkout main, and then here we're gonna say, all right, let's, bro, we changed our mind. We're gonna be dropping anything related to LinkedIn. So please remove all UI stuff related to LinkedIn and don't generate LinkedIn content in the content generation worker. So just do a straight search for LinkedIn stuff and drop it. Keep the database stuff, so even if it does exist in the database, that's fine, but we don't want to be generating any new LinkedIn content and we don't want to show it in the UI.
But we should add like coming soon thing.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do that on the landing page. That's a separate thing. I'm actually excited about the idea of creating a pipeline and seeing that generate like some dope LinkedIn content. I think that would be good. All right. Needs to remove this stuff.
Still,
I'll update UI. Okay. All right. There we go. I guess instead of Twitter content, we could just say tweets. Can you optimize the UI to reduce the redundancy? Because we're seeing Twitter and tweets, and then we're seeing like badges with Twitter and approved under a page that already says approved content. So it all kind of feels really redundant. Hmm. Nice.
the header has automarketer. I think we should make it Podzilla.
Oh, how did that come back? Nice. Looks good. All right, so let's commit and all that. I'm seeing a bunch of instances of AutoMarketer. Can you please make sure that all of these are replaced with Podzilla, which is actually the name of the project? Copy. Does it actually work? Oh, it does. Man, these quotes at the beginning are really annoying. Strip the quotes. Yep. All right.
Podzilla.
All right. And then the tweets. The tweets are getting wrapped in double quotations. Can you please make sure that these double quotes are not presented to the user and they're not copied to the clipboard when the user clicks the copy button? In many instances, they're already stored that way in the database, so we need to filter them out after retrieving them from the database. Right. I think we're almost there. Like we would, if we just do this, what do we have left? What do we have left?
That's it. So there's some colors.
Oh man, not you with the colors again. All
We just
right, all
need
right.
colors, man.
Okay, let's do the colors. Let's do the colors.
Maybe the recorded calls could be the background could be a color similar to, like, the background would be white, but the blocks would be colored, like the
Do you
content
have
would
a
be some
sample
color.
image?
Twitter Hunter.
Wait, Hunter? No, I just told you about it
Yeah.
like 5 minutes ago. Why is it suddenly the inspiration?
And I just feel like it's the colors are subtle, like there's not much going on, but it's attractive.
Oh, okay. Not much going on, but it's attractive. Maybe that's
Yes.
a good description that we can give the AI. Like, just keep it simple and
We could
um,
provide a color palette too, like use the following, like use these colors.
okay. All right. It handled the stripped quotes. Is there anything? Let me just see. All right. Just make sure this is still working.
Excited to have you here. What would you like? us to talk about?
Okay. Um,
So what
let's
about
continue
this
our
prompt? Hold
conversation
on.
about.
Where is your WhatsApp? Check this.
Did you send something? I didn't get anything.
Yes, LinkedIn. Sorry, WhatsApp.
Okay, those are awfully specific colors. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. Oh, that's gorgeous. Looks pretty nice. Mr. Plutio. I mean, this looks super gray, but it also looks pretty nice, right? It's got a bit of, no, it kind of looks generic. Like it doesn't have much of a, this looks like a Brex feel. It's very gray, but the 3D thing looks nice. Oh, that looks nice. See, it's got a lot of gray, but it's just got a
Mm,
green accent color that makes it look gorgeous.
yeah, that makes it shine. Yeah, yeah.
Alexander Pluto. Nice work, man. I like your work.
He's probably watching us right now.
Probably. Odds are, whoa, bro. Not sure what happened. Those colors look disgusting. What happened, man? What is this? Okay, like, did you give it the header color? No. I guess it just figured it out on its own. It's the shade of green doesn't look nice. This pastel-y type green doesn't really work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
To make it look minimal, but also to have personality through a quirky accent color. Well, what do we want the accent color to be? Like, I don't know, blue?
Dark, maybe dark blue.
I don't know, but I'm just gonna tell it blue and then kind of
Sure. But
figure it out as we go along.
go for it.
And see what it comes up with. I don't know, man. It's always tricky. Maybe we should search for uh app. No, it's more like UI. It's like dense UI. Oh, you can search by color. Interesting. This is nice. Bit generic though. Huh. Untitled UI. Yeah. All right, where we at? Still doing its thing? Okay. Oh, it turned blue. Oh, look at that. Hmm, not bad.
Yeah, it's better than the black one though.
I mean, it looks better, but there's not really enough white. I want to see like a white background and maybe minimize the off-white. Oh, it's still doing its thing. Okay. The call button. It's doing something with the call button. Oh,
It actually kind of added a shadow in there.
yeah. With funky blue accents in the content stuff. Huh. What's it gonna do? Oh, oh dear.
Oh,
I don't like it. There's too many borders, and I don't like it. No. Topic selector? Oh, it's gonna do something about that too. Huh. Interesting. This,
hold on. Let me just. So there's no approve button. I guess this guy removed the approve button.
no, this is already approved. It
Approved. Yeah.
added
So
it added the
he has
remove.
removed it. Posted Twitter.
I don't know where it got that from. It's just supposed to be doing design changes. I don't know why it's adding functionality. And why did it add Twitter at the top? The blue border looks disgusting with the shadow.
It does. Yeah, it does.
What is it doing to the topic selector? Oh, I added that disgusting blue background border. Continue our redesign efforts? No, please stop. Hmm, maybe I can go back to where? Oh, there's no way to go back. Oh, okay. Just see what it can do. All right. All right. I haven't checked in on the stream, kind of see how things are going. It's been an hour and a half into the stream. Let's see. Okay. All right. I haven't checked in on the stream, kind of see how things are going. It's been an hour and a half into the stream. Let's see. Pretty good. Okay. All right. Looks pretty good.
Excited to chat about halal investing. What's a counterintuitive insight you've had about halal investing that most people would disagree with?
I shouldn't close the window. Yeah. I mean, I gotta drop off. I think we should wrap up the stream here and then
Sure.
continue later. Oh, we still need to add billing, so
Yeah, that's true.
we can charge people for the service. I mean, it kind of feels like it's probably in an embarrassing state. I don't know if anyone would want to pay for something like this, but hey, I mean, if it's creating stuff that I would post, I think we're pretty much there. All right, cool. Adios, dear viewers. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.